Okay, let me see if I can talk over these little cicadas. I don't know where they came from. We're not in one of those years, you know, every 13 years, every 7 years. We're not in one of those, I don't think. But hell, they don't know that. Okay, I want to thank everybody for sending in suggestions for naming the vid that I introduced to you guys several vids back. There were some really good suggestions, and then I started thinking to myself, well, that's crazy. Who else will I think to? Why do we even say that? I started thinking, okay, and started going back, you know, 8 years or so, and then thinking about my journey. I was involved in a method for about 3.5 years, and had about close to 2,000 subscribers, hundreds of vids up on the subject. And for you guys that know me, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to mention it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, near the end, I came up with what was called the Tennessee Triangle setup. And the reason why I came up with it is because this method that I won't mention had about 4 or 5 protocols in it. And I tried my best for 3.5 years to not alter those protocols one little bit. Well, to keep a long story short, I knew that it couldn't be done, not the way I was doing it, because I was totally out of balance. Therefore, Vertical Balance Golf was born after that. Okay, so that's been the groundwork that has led to Vertical Balance Golf, because that method taught me that you got to be in balance, or else you're just shitting in the wind. Okay, so with that said, let's talk about the grip. The grip, and this is the introduction to this grip, and I'm gonna call it the Tennessee Triangle Grip, TTG. Just like I called the setup to that method, which I used to play that method with, because it put me in better balance than I was. We'll call this the TTG, the Tennessee Triangle Grip, and it's all revolves around the snuff box on your lead hand. Okay. And the snuff box is called a radial fascia. I don't know, y'all look it up. But anyway, it's triangular shaped. Wow, imagine that. So therefore, Tennessee Triangle setup, Tennessee Triangle grip, yeah, they kind of made sense. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I've decided to go with, the Tennessee Triangle grip. So this is my introduction to the grip one more time to you guys, okay? So you'll understand it. Let me get this camera down here where you guys can see what's going on, because it's very, very important that you understand this grip. And a lot of you people are not going to be able to do this grip simply because you can't. If you just take your right hand, or take your right hand or your left hand and hold on to your wrist, and if you can move your arm like this, you can do this grip. If you cannot do that, or if you come in here and you got this, you see how my elbow's set? If you set up like this, that's fine. You don't have to do that. But I haven't met anybody that can do that, okay, without doing this. But if you can, you're fine too. All right. So it's based on the snuff box on the left hand. You got to get the snuff box on the right side of that grip. Okay. Here's my snuff box. You can see the grip. All right. There it is in plain sight. Now all I do is put my right hand on, and I use a overlapping grip. You can use 10 finger, I suppose, if you want to. I choose not to, because it brings this angle in just a little bit more because of this finger overlapping. Okay. Now, what I found was, if I take my right elbow, or my right humerus, and turn it, to me it looks clockwise, but it's counterclockwise. You guys, if I just turn it like this, what it does, it brings, let me move up here close. This is without it, see that space? Now if I pull it in here like this, see that space disappear? And my hand, on my left hand, the pad is all the way up to here on my right wrist, okay? If you can do that, you've accomplished a lot of things. You remember us talking about coming back to the ball like this? It's already built in. Hell, you ain't even got to think about bringing your right elbow back, because it's coming that way, okay? So if you can do this, you've got it, okay? Now, bringing the club back, you'll see very fastly, if you will, you're gonna see this separate. See it separating? That's fine. I'm bringing the club back on a 45 degree, and it's gonna, I'm still locked in with my left thumb is locked in like this on this hand. See, it's not going nowhere, anywhere. English. Okay, and you bring it back, and when you come back to the ball, you are going to return to what you had it set up. You'll return just like this. You won't return like this. You will return just like this. That's called standing the club up. Stand it up. Someone else promotes that, which I learned a long time ago, okay? Just boom. You got natural shaft length built in that club. Don't try to do anything else but that. You'll come right back to it, and then you'll come on up into your follow through, and I can't show it, but my wrist will stay together up to about right here, and then they'll come apart, okay? And that's the Tennessee triangle grip. What you're trying to do, guys, is control the back side, the back half of this grip, which I learned a long time ago. Just take your imagination and just cut this grip or this shaft in half, and it'll fall off, and you'll have two leading edges, and you'll have a back side. In my mind, I am wanting to control the back side of that shaft. I don't have to think about the front side. I want to think about the back side, because I'm back here with it, okay? And if you can control that, you'll control this twisting of the shaft. It will not twist at all, period, okay? So for you guys that can do this, you're gonna be in hog heaven. For those that can't, maybe I'll come up with something else to help you, but right now I don't know what it would be, okay? Next week I'm gonna travel to Arkansas. I've got to play in a 3-day event, a 3-day tournament, and I think it's about 66 years old now, and it's one of the best tournaments in the state of Arkansas. It's a 4-ball, and we always have a great time over there. Three days is long enough to play golf, right? But anyway, it's always good to play in that tournament. I'm playing with Jesse Whitmire, who is my accountant, and who you've seen on a few of the vids here, or one of them anyway, I know, a while back, out playing Chickasaw. So anyway, maybe I can get some footage over there and put it up for you guys next week. Until then, work on this grip and just go have fun. Guys, this grip, I'm telling you, well, when I take my grip, I know I'm gonna hit the shot I wanna hit. And you can too, trust me. Talk to y'all later. Bye.